What's up, guys? It's Benny. The legendary first installment of the Indiana Jones series, there are only 3 Indiana Jones movies, is Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's a classic, and it ends with the Ark of the Covenant being wheeled through an endless government warehouse stacked with boxes and artifacts never to be seen from ever again. And the joke's on you, because this is actually where they're keeping all of the Jeffrey Epstein files, and if they were to open those files, this is what Bill Clinton's face would look like. Moving on. The movie may not be that far off, because apparently the federal government does know the location of the Ark of the Covenant. They also know the location of the Epstein documents. They refuse to give them to us. We're going to keep fighting. But here we go. As a consolation prize, apparently the Ark of the Covenant has been found. Oh, my goodness. All right. So we have underground cities stretching to the center of the earth from the pyramids. Okay, we have alien invasion, and now we have the Ark of the Covenant found. That's a hat trick for 2025. The location of the chest believed to contain the 10 Commandments has long been a mystery, but CIA documents claim the Ark of the Covenant has been found. According to the Bible, the Ark of the Covenant was built by Israelites shortly after they fled Egypt. 13th century BC, Moses placed the 10 Commandments inside. The CIA conducted experiments in the 1980s with individuals who claimed they could perceive information about distant objects, events, and people. The report details these tests where remote viewers were given coordinates to locate targets, and they describe the Ark of the Covenant hiding in the Mideast. Some historians believe the Ark of the Covenant was originally kept inside of the Holy of Holies, the innermost chamber of the ancient Temple of Jerusalem, before it disappeared in the Babylonian sack of Jerusalem in 500 BC. There's also a legend that the artifact was taken to Ethiopia and now resides in a local church. Evidence of the chest existed, but has yet to be found. The CIA document declassified in 2000 claims that it was discovered in 1988. The target is a container. The container has the container inside of it. The target is fashioned of wood, gold, and silver. It's decorated with a 6-winged angel. The remote viewer continued to say that the coffin-shaped object is located somewhere in the Mideast, and then saw the area of people speaking Arabic. The remote viewer, however, was not told that they were searching for the Lost Covenant before the experiment began. Okay? According to biblical history, the sacred gold-covered wooden chest was constructed sometime around 1400 BC. The 10 Commandments are a list of directives given to Moses by God, including rules: thou shalt not kill. Some historians believe the Ark remained inside of the ancient Temple of Jerusalem, and then it vanished. But the CIA document suggests the U.S. government has known where the Ark is for years. Okay, so where exactly is it? CIA tapped these psychics. The project, known as Sunstreak, gained public attention after it was featured in a recent episode of a podcast. So the CIA tapped these psychics in order to figure out where this object is. This is what he wrote. It's bone-chilling. The target is located somewhere in the Middle East. The language spoken by the individuals are Arabic. The psychic described nearby buildings resembling mosques. Individuals clothed in virtually all white, black hair and black eyes. One figure had a mustache. The target is hidden, underground, dark, and wet. Aspects of the location. The purpose of the target is to bring people together. Something to do with ceremony, memory, homage, and resurrection. There is an aspect of spirituality, information, lessons, historical knowledge far beyond what we know. The target is protected by entities that can only be opened by those who are authorized to do so. The container can and will not be opened until the time deemed correct. Psycho goes on to say that the mechanics of the lock system will be found to be fairly simple, and that those trying to pry open the container will be destroyed by the container's protectors with a power unknown to us. And they include some drawings here. It actually literally just sounds like the Raiders of the Lost Ark plot. It's like this individual saw the Raiders of the Lost Ark and just said the plot of the movie. The rest of the report features sketches scrawled, the psychic presumably made during the remote viewing session. The document also includes multiple lists of seemingly random and ominous words like death, forbidden, protected, sacred, destroyed, pain, anguish, and a theory that the Ark of the Covenant is in Ethiopia. Okay. Well, this has caused a couple of interesting news cycles here. Obviously, it's in my timeline, and this is something that a lot of people are very interested. Told you the one at Mar-a-Lago is real. I want to say Ark of the Covenant at Mar-a-Lago. Donald Trump has a replica Ark of the Covenant at Mar-a-Lago. I mean, sure. Maybe it's a replica. Maybe it's real. You never know. Secret CIA files, the Ark of the Covenant, somewhere in Ethiopia. Who knows? I mean, I think the Ark of the Covenant is actually in Christ now. That is where the covenant of God is with his people. That's what I believe as a Christian, and the entire New Testament purports that. So we'll see. I mean, CIA, right or wrong? Again, this is what we spend our taxpayer dollars on, though. I mean, like, literally, they're bringing in psychics. Show me the Ark of the Covenant. Like, what? Like, again, show us the Epstein documents. Show us the Ark of the Covenant. Like, and then I'll say, oh, okay, this was a good use of taxpayer dollars. How many hundreds of millions, billions were spent on this, right? To bring in a bunch of psychics into the CIA to go find the Ark of the Covenant. These are the documents. It would be hilarious if the Ark of the Covenant that Trump has at Mar-a-Lago is the real one. That's what everyone's saying. Remote viewer program and psychics. The Ark of the Covenant was located. Well, I'm sold. The stick figures did it for me. Proof. Yeah, right. So the CIA found the Ark of the Covenant using remote viewing over 30 years ago. The deep state establishment is being torn down. Time to tell the plebs. I smell a rat. Yeah, right. Underground pyramids, tunnels. Now CIA found the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah, these are distractions. Shroud of Turin, though, is not a distraction. This is freaking unbelievably cool. The AI used the Shroud of Turin after the astonishing discovery of its 100% authenticity and from the time of Christ, and using material from where Christ was on earth, which would be impossible to replicate like now. And then, of course, the scannings of the Shroud of Turin is unbelievable. It has blood on it that supports the biblical story of crucifixion of Christ. They've done, and you can see, of course, Christ beautified in the actual shroud itself. Experts found another type of blood that was shed on the shroud. Goodness. They actually found Christ's blood molecules. This is a story I'm very interested in. Ladies and gentlemen, they've also found massive underground cylinders under the pyramids. We get all this, but we don't get the Epstein files, right? Scientists made vast city discovery beneath the Egypt's pyramids, claimed it was built by a long-lost advanced civilization of giants and maybe Martians as a teleportation device to Mars. Okay, great. Again, we're getting this, and we're not getting the Epstein documents. The hat trick. We got pyramids, we got the Shroud of Turin, and now we have the Ark of the Covenant. Got it? Are they just distraction mechanisms, right? Look over here, look over here. Gonna have to show me some proof. Be pretty easy. We do have the technology. It'd be pretty easy to figure out if there's something underneath the Great Pyramids, right? Like, right? Clearly. Also, the stuff they're doing with the Shroud of Turin is freaking awesome. You should totally go see. Go check out what Joe Rogan posted here. Joe Rogan popping this up. Fascinating deep dive into the Shroud of Turin. Joe Rogan is Shroud of Turin posting, and you're blackpilling? No, baby. No. It's an amazing timeline. I'm excited by it. At least it's interesting, okay? There are some times that are extremely boring, some seasons that are very boring, and then there are some things, sometimes it's like really interesting out here. Out here in these mean streets on YouTube. I hope that you like, share, and subscribe, and lock in for the freaking golden arrow. It's your boy, Ben. See ya.